Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so? Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions. It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
You're human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am, for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years, He
The
fully
Constant
believed
is a
Earth was
peaceful ship.
destined to be rendered
Don't change that.
uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
Now that we know
So,
what's out there,
he gathered the
things are
best
going to
and
be more
brightest he could
interesting
find,
from here on out.
built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers. Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
So,
I have
here
to
we are.
say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a
Anyone
museum.
would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. Thank you, and Godspeed. Hi there.
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
Oh, this looks like a lovely place for a stay. It'd also be the...
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural
You're lucky I'm
beauty
not
of
like
this
the other
planet,
board members,
not our
racing about the
amenities.
beaches without a care in the universe.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Ah, we're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? Right. Assuming they agree to the terms, I've got a list of resources you'll need to gather and bring back so we can support the new arrivals. We'll need to improve our lodging and infrastructure, plus account for future projects to support an increased population. Don't care how you procure them, just make sure to bring them here with you before we can consider this a done deal.
Oh, how can we treat these people this way? They survived in space this long, only to end up as indentured servants. Oh, it's terrible.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any...
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for...
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew... What's the good word? That doesn't sound so bad. My crew will need to get used to working for a living anyway. This seems... agreeable. Is that all? I'm not sure what we can spare. I'm thinking. Perhaps there are resources in storage we can scrounge up or recycle. That does seem reasonable. Tell you what, talk to Daisuke, and he'll get you what we can spare. If you succeed, we'll see about finding some other ways to repay you as well. Thank you. Safe travels to you.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Hi there. Oh, nice to meet you. And that's true. As you can imagine, everyone kind of just knows each other around here. Meeting new people isn't really a thing for us. Right? We've been cooped up together in this ship all our lives. So outside of births, there's literally no way for new people to arrive, you know? Anyway, sorry for freezing up before. I just didn't expect our visitor from the outside to stop by and chat with me. I figured, if anything, you'd be with the captain. I'm Daisuke, the ship's provisions manager. I'm not sure what I can offer you, but if I can help, I will. And if not, I'm happy just to talk. Oh yeah, she sent me a message. I have everything for you right here. It's all we can spare, so I sure hope you come through for us. Need anything else? Take care.
Really, I've been pretty blessed to have the life that I do.
There is a bit more in them. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look.
seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any
Now that
ships
you're
before
here,
you
I can
arrived.
finally give my crew a chance at a new life. Excellent. I'll have them stowed away for safekeeping. We'll bring them with us when we touch down on the surface. Is that everything now? Are we ready to head planetside? Oh, righto. Oh, this is truly wonderful. I'll make an announcement to the crew straight away. If you would be so kind, we lost our landing shuttle years ago, so we'll need a ride down to the surface. Not all of us, mind you, just myself and a select few others. Will you do this for us? Splendid. Oh, we'll see you on your ship then.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
The air... Oh, it's so...
It's hot. Not in a bad way, though.
So this is what fresh air is like. I could get used to this. I know my wife envies my position now, but we will be together in Paradiso soon enough.
I feel honored to be among the
Thank you
first
again
to
for
step
making
foot
this
in our
all
new home.
possible. I'm looking forward to making this planet our new home. The possibilities are limitless. Just think, if you hadn't had the courage to approach us when no one else would, we might still be stuck up there. Once again, thank you for your kindness and generosity. Your name will go down in our history books. You will always be welcome as a friend to our people.
I'm excited to move to our new home. A little worried, but excited.
We try to stay out of our guests' way. We're always here. If it's not important, bring it up with Kiwi. Not sure yet. Earnings reports haven't come in. But we did let much of our staff go, and the colonists are now working to pay off their debts, so I imagine we'll be saving loads of credits. Good on you for negotiating that deal for us. Go on now, enjoy Paradiso.
Just doing my...
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso group, we appreciate your help.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them.
Once idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what... Oh no. Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Oh, hello. Someone worth paying attention to. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So Grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient Grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old Grav drives are. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. Maybe it is selfish of me to demand such a price. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Howdy.
We've got strict rules around here.
Wow. Hi.
If the other colonists knew how many times the Constant almost came apart at the seams... Whew. Well, thankfully, I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster-than-light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? I knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend. What Grav drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
There's so much more to learn. chatting about now?
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Looks like everything is good to go on both your end and mine.
Are.
Go inform the captain while they're finishing the information.
These are exciting times.
Thanks.
Never seen a ship like this. Careful waving that fancy gun around.
No matter the outcome, I won't. Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Try to stay out of our guest's way. We'll make some time for you, but keep it quick, yeah? I'm surprised you're still worried about that. As far as I'm concerned, we did those people a favor. Now they can settle on whatever empty planet they want and not be a bother to our guests or our bottom line. Right, back to work.
I've been working.
We've roamed the stars for almost 200. My crew may not realize it now, but we will be much happier with a home of our own. Understandably, some are disappointed that we gave up our home, but I think I've managed to convince them that this will be best in the long term. I have no doubt that even if it takes more time, we will manage to find something better. And it's important to remember we're still way ahead of our original schedule. Everything will be fine. Don't forget to tell of us on your travels.
I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship. That's insane.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around.
There are millions of planets out there.
Never seen a ship
they know it or not. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! Oh, got somewhere else to be, I guess. Well, I'll be around. So long!
Never trained to address them.
Never could get the hang of it. I prefer a more direct approach myself.
I knew letting outside visitors in was a bad idea. Don't take it!
And here, but I think you caught us at one of the nicest.
If you've heard about us elsewhere, chances are
I need
it's
to mill
because
about
of
in
me.
here. Whoa! Did you see those bloody fireworks way up in the sky? The tourists think we set them off, but I don't know where they came from. Oh, amazing! I mean, that is quite an unfortunate tragedy. It's best not to dwell on it, though. On the bright side, our issue seems to be solved. Of course, any sum I give you will be nothing compared to what it would have cost to let the situation linger. I won't even ask how you did it. The important thing is you got the job done. In addition, I'd like to extend to you unlimited use of our resort. Well, there are some limits, of course, but you know how it is. Lawyers, am I right? Anyway, enjoy and have a good eye.